is Olena Vypritska. Olena, please share your screen.
Yes. Can you see my screen?
Yes, of course. Please,
Thank you.
Okay, please 10-12 minutes.
Okay, understood. So I present research on the topic AI-powered attacks against AI-powered protection, classification, scenarios, and risk analysis. Let's start with actuality of topic and state of cybersecurity threats for 2022. 2022 year opened new threats such as state-sponsored cyber army, state-sponsored APT groups, and much more. Just 3 days after the invasion of Ukraine, Checkpoint Research noted 196% increase in cyber attacks on Ukraine government military sector and 4% increase in cyber attacks per organization in Russia. So cyber attacks are firmly established as state-level weapons, which causes a concern. So this research focuses on detection, classification, and analysis of artificial intelligence threats and attacks on various types of systems. I analyze as object of protection, means of protection, and means of attack. Also, research focuses on a meta-analysis, threats, vulnerabilities, effects, criticality of the attacks. Analysis of countermeasures to prevent attack and determination the possibility of reducing risk when using AI-powered protection. So cyberspace for attack can be characterized along two axes. First is type of system, traditional system or a system with use of AI. Second is type of attack or threat, traditional attack or AI-powered attack. Another coordinate system represents the pairs AI-powered protection and traditional protection. More detailed distribution is presented here. So we have traditional attack on traditional system, such as the DOS, computer virus, SQL injection, and so on. Also, we can attack AI system with non-AI attack, such as poisoning or adversarial attack. And this research mainly focuses on AI attacks. Example of AI attacks on traditional services are password guessing, information reconnaissance of social networks, automated phishing, AI-powered captcha solver, and automatic penetration tool. AI-powered attacks on AI system or protection are represented by synthetic data generation. The purpose of synthetic data generation is to bypass the protection of AI system. Content generation, deepfakes, and voice cloning are among the most widespread threats that already exist and actively used by attackers. How we can use AI for attack? For AI password guessing. There are many methods designed to guess a password. It's dictionary attacks or brute force attacks. A new approach, PassGun, extends this technology with AI. PassGun uses deep learning to guess passwords after learning a set of known passwords from two major leaks in the past, LinkedIn and Roku. And PassGun was tested on a subset of this data that was not part of training set and was able to increase the number of correctly guessed passwords by 20-25% combined with current state-of-the-art methods. Next is captcha attacks. Captchas are commonly used on websites to stop criminals when they try to abuse web services, particularly when they try to automate attacks. X7 is a simple, fast, flexible tool for automatic recognition for most captcha types. It provides high recognition speed and it's completely free. With the spread of AI to defend against cybercrime, at the same time, hackers are looking ways to bypass AI defenses using the same AI techniques. The purpose of synthetic data generation, as I said before, is to bypass the protection of AI system. Deepfakes involve the use of AI technique to manipulate or create visual and audio content that are difficult for humans and even technological solutions to distinguish immediately from the authentic. Speech synthesis is similarly an AI-powered technology. This can create new types of fraud by imitating someone's voice for molecular purposes. The generation of synthetic textual data can be demonstrated on example of attack with fake review generation. Next is automated phishing. SnapAir is an automated phishing generator that uses Twitter as target communication channel. Goal is to automate the speed phishing process to create targeted phishing attacks on much larger scale with high success rate. SnapAir works in two stages: target detection and automated phishing. Automated penetration tools are used to find vulnerabilities and exploit them for molecular purposes. This tool can use AI to analyze and predict software vulnerabilities. One such AI-based tool is DeepExploit that automates information gathering, scanning, and further exploitation. DeepExploit allows the use of data analysis for offensive cyber operations. And the last one, information recognition of social networks. It's a part of social engineering, and social engineering is still a major threat that is used to facilitate other forms of cybercrime. Eagle Eye is a based information intelligence tool capable to finding all social media accounts associated with a certain profile. Accordingly, the tool can even match profiles with different names by comparing user profile photos using facial recognition algorithms. The contribution of this research is approach to analysis cyber attacks and cyberspace. This approach based on combining and analyzing two parts. First, it's a set of scenarios describing dueling situation when AI used to strainless the power of attack and increase the effectiveness of protection. Second, it's using modified methods of cybersecurity analysis (MECA). To develop a set of scenarios, it's needed to consider a simple chain describing dual situation that you can see on figure 3. Hence, these elements in this chain can be or AI-based or non-AI-based. All set of scenarios described in table 1. Next step is based on a MECA assessment of attacks to evaluate risk of successful intrusion and minimize them in future. To determine a level of danger, we need following parameters: threat, vulnerability, weak part of system, attack, effects, probability, severity, and risks. Result of a MECA analysis presented on table 2 for all 6 of attacks. Based on the results, the analysis of attacks was built a matrix of criticality of the systems. Green color indicates low level of risk. Yellow color is medium level of risks. That includes CAPTCHA attack, information reconnaissance of social networks, and automatic penetration. And red, it's a high-level risk that includes AI-powered password guessing, automated phishing, and synthetic data generation, because it causes a great loss. Depending on implemented countermeasures, negative effect of the attacks are decreased. Countermeasures for the same threat can be additionally enhanced by the use of AI. Was built criticality matrix after the implementation of traditional countermeasures that is shown on table 3, and criticality matrix after the implementation of AI countermeasures that is shown on table 4. The following countermeasure for investigated attacks were selected among which AI-powered protection is present. Countermeasure for AI-powered password guessing. From user's perspective, it's creating strong password, periodically changing the password, monitoring active sessions and devices, and using different passwords for their different resources. From system perspective, it's use of rate limit policies, account or device blocking after a small number of incorrect attempts, multi-factor authentication, and from IE part, it's IE-based intrusion detection system. These countermeasures can decrease probability of guessing the password, gaining access even with correct password, and increase probability of blocking the account when an intrusion is detected. Countermeasure is for automated phishing. From user's perspective, it's to do not share credentials data, paying attention to the address bar, ignoring unknown address, and reporting phishing when it's found. From perspective of system, it's using spam filters, fraud detection, and suspicious behavior based on AI. The countermeasure can decrease probability of clicking on phishing link by blocking it or making it as suspicious. And countermeasure for automatic penetration tool, it's a pre-military testing for penetration and elimination of vulnerabilities, use vulnerability scanner and control open vulnerabilities of open source systems. Use suspicious behavior detector based on AI. This countermeasure can decrease the probability of hacking the system even when vulnerabilities are found, and the probability of detecting hacking attempts will increase. So for the conclusion, based on analysis, so the main contribution of this study is the approach to analysis of Kubernetes attacks in the context of triad of using AI, such as tool for creating the actual object of protection, means of protection, and means of attack. A proposed scenario-based approach is combined with a meta-analysis of successful attack risk and the effectiveness of countermeasures with or without utilizing AI. It's allowing classifying attacks in Kuberspace, considering types of systems, means of strainless attacks, and protection of assets. Thank you for attention.
Thank you for your presentation, Elena. Now we have time for questions. Any questions? Okay, please, Artem, your question.
Hello, Elena. Thank you for your presentation. You listed the tool for penetration testing. I said it's called Deep Exploit. Could you please tell me if this tool allow us to perform post-exploitation testing, not only exploitation testing? Thank you.
Sorry, my browser loaded. Can you please repeat the question?
I asked, in context of penetration testing, does Deep Exploit tool allow us to perform post-exploitation testing also, or only exploitation testing to give an access and maintain
it? Yes.
Please, your answer.
If the question not clear, I can rewrite it in the chat.
No. I understood about penetration post-exploitation. I didn't check it.
I think Artem asked about possibility of application these results to continue after penetration testing analysis of post penetration testing operation. Yes, Artem.
My question is, during the penetration testing stages, we use exploitation things to take an access on the system. And the question is this tool allow us to use inside the system we gained access already. It calls post-exploitation. Or you just don't research in this area. It's fine if not. It's okay. I just want to know because I'm also interested in penetration testing.
No, I didn't check if it's a help in post-exploitation.
Yes, the problem of post-exploitation is it's a additional problem after penetration. Yes, Artem, as I right understood you.
I just want to know if this tool can work with some low access, low privileges in system, because usually exploitation stage doesn't allow us to get high privileges like root and etc. And post-exploitation stage can help us to take them. That is why I'm very interested if this tool capable to do this. Since as I checked this enterprise tool, I'm interested if it's possible because it's a very hard area and not covered by other tools.
Okay, thank you for your discussion, for your comments. I think it will be a good question for joint research considering penetration testing as well. Hence, I think we can go ahead. I check additional question. Question from Oleg Leshenko. How the values of probability and criticality were received? How confident the assessment result are? The question is about stage of IMECA analysis related to assessment of risk. Probability and severity of these attacks on vulnerability. Hence the question, how we can assess it's by expert.
For this research, it's expert decision without any experiments.
Okay, it's based on expert experience.
Opinion, yeah.
Okay, other questions?
If you want to do it, this is interesting question and probably very important.
Yeah, risk-based analysis is a question. Who will experts? Which tool we can add for that? Which questionnaire we can apply to make more deeply answer of experts and so on.
I think Oleg's question is probably if it is expert opinion, why expert opinion? Was it simply they are not available to do these calculations based on some empirical studies or some other reason?
Yes. If you talk about risk-oriented assessment by expert, we have assess risk of application of expert knowledge, expert opinion. Yes. Oh, Oleg, you would like to please hear if okay.
My question was about the
Olena, do you hear
certainty of the final judgment of likelihood? Whether do you have any degree of or sort of or any thoughts on that? Just
okay, I think we understand is our general task, and we need to think about this when we talk about risk-based assessment. We don't get unacceptable risks of expert assessment. Yes. Okay. Thank you, Olena. Thank you for your presentation. And our next